Do you know one of the things that I kind of love is when somebody doesn't agree with me? And not that I'm looking for disagreement in every relationship that I have, right? But actually, isn't it fun to explore someone else's world, someone else's belief systems, to really get to know and understand one another? It's our differences that bring us together in a deeper way. I did a little reel on Instagram today, and the idea is very simple. We do not need to have agreement to have unity, to have harmony, to have peace, to have connection. However you want to say that, right? And wouldn't it be really boring if we all just agreed with each other? Can you even imagine? It'd just be like a bunch of yous and you'd never grow. Nothing would ever change. Yes, 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 yes. Boring, wouldn't it? No, not that we want to be like in battle with people, not that we want to be building our tribe with people who don't have the same value systems as us. And we can have a unified relationship with somebody who disagrees with everything about us. And often we miss this opportunity. We miss this opportunity for our own growth because that person is just wrong. And how dare they? And it might hit some triggers, some buttons that we don't want to look at. So I'll just go ahead and project my annoyance and not come into any kind of new understanding of myself, new layer of harmony with myself, because it all starts here first. Both the conflict and the connectedness starts with you, but only always. I have so many different types of people in my world, so many different religions, so many different backgrounds, belief systems, even within my own family. And we're unified because we don't need agreement to be in connection with one another or to love one another. You don't need agreement to have unity. And often what we do, so somebody disagrees or somebody does something that we don't agree with. Maybe it's that, right? And so we start to push up against it, or we retreat from it, but we judge it, right? It's really bad. We give so much of our thought to it, or we come into direct conflict with it or with the person. And in our own body, in our own nervous system, all that's happening is we're in fight, flight, freeze, right? We feel it. stressful. It's stressful because we're not feeling safe. We're not feeling safe. We're not feeling connected. When we're not feeling connected, we can't see solutions. We can't offer understanding and compassion. And frankly, somebody's got to go first in these things. I don't mind going first with these things. It just makes sense to me to go first. Because I want a unified world. I don't want a world where we're pushing up against each other and we're feeding these systems and these paradigms and realities that none of us fucking want. But we're pushing up against it because it's just not right and it's just not fair, and we want equality and we want to put systems in place to make sure things are equal. And I get it. It seems like it would make sense, doesn't it? But that's just not the way that reality works. If you're giving something energy, you're feeding it. You're making it bigger. When you're standing in a state of love, satisfaction, contentedness, with an intention of bringing unity and connection, the impact of that is transformational. It's not surface level change. It's getting to the root of something and shifting it completely through taking a stand, not pushing up against what we don't want, what we don't like. I don't want an equal world. I want a unified world. I want a world of compassion and understanding that cuts through to the soul of somebody. So many people out there believe that they're bad, believe that they're broken. And so, of course, the actions that come from that level of identity, they're not kind, frankly. A lot of the world is in pain. And we don't fix pain by punishment. We don't fix pain by judgment. If you cut yourself, if you bang into something, you don't chop your arm off, right? You add love to that. In yoga, in every philosophy that I have come across, not that I'm not like an extensive scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but I have read a lot and studied a few, and all of them point to, in their own way, the fact that we are all one. We are all connected. When we can really start to allow that in, when we can really look at each other and see an expression of pain, we don't need to tolerate intolerable behaviour. That's not what unified is. It's not like, let's all just walk around and be spiritual by not seeing any of the bad stuff. It's like, no, let's take a stand for one another, with one another. Don't look for things to fight against and push against. You don't need to do that. There's plenty that we can do that with. And the transformation, the healing of ourselves and the freaking world is going to happen when we concentrate on, firstly, coming into harmony and balance and our embodiment of our whole self. I am whole, complete and perfect, just the way I am, so that I can look out to the world and see that in other people, look for it in other people and speak to that in other people. We join together, not because we agree with one another, but because every single person wants to be happy. We're all working towards the same thing: fulfilled, happy, loved. Right? Along the way through life, we gather systems of protection and we get into fear. And that makes us act in selfish, self-preservational ways. And when we can look beyond the right and wrong, and it's not easy, it's not. We've got a lot of conditioning, we've got a lot of walls, a lot of systems of protection, of justice and fairness. This is all deeply ingrained, not just in the life that we've lived, but in our DNA. And everything softens when I set my intention to revealing more love and more light, not fighting against hatred. Plenty of that. How's it working out for us? There's a lot of nuance to this. There's a lot of depth to this. I'd love to hear what you hear in this. And I think we're complete for this evening. So I am loving you and celebrating you and transmitting and acknowledging the connection between us all.